when God's got something planned for you, just know it's better than you could ever imagine. Like, like shit. Like, bro, so today, this is how today went. I couldn't sleep last night, so I woke up tired as hell. Couldn't sleep. I get there 15 minutes early. Before I walk in, I read these two. And for y'all that don't know, I started a new job this morning, right? So I get the first thing I do is when I get there, I'm feeling real emotional, real overwhelmed, like this. So I have these cards from Julianne that she's wrote me on previous occasions. So I read both of them. I cried a little bit and then I locked the fuck in. I walked up, still feeling it. I headed into the boss's office because she was giving me like, you know, what your plan for the week is, what your onboarding plan, and bro, I don't know. It just like all I could think about was the past, right? All I could think about was my feelings of how the previous situation went. That's all I could think about. She just kept being like, "Bro, you're here now, though. Like it's so beautiful. Like you're here now. It's gonna be awesome, right?" So then I go and meet with the boss below the boss, and she's this like really nice, like very spiritual lady, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like I was just talking about feelings of invalidation, feelings of not, you know, feelings of just like not feeling valued and all this stuff. And she looked at me, bro, and she just validated the hell out of me, bro. And she said, and I said, yeah, but how do I handle these feelings of betrayal? How do handle these feelings of Judas, you know, of Judas in my life? And she said, baby, that's why the rear view mirror is small. She just kept going like this. The rear view mirror is small. Look how big the front window is. That rear view mirror is tiny though, you know. And I was like, so what am I supposed to do? Do I just forgive and forget? She's like, you don't forget because then you'll do it again, right? But you got to forgive and understand that Jesus forgave Judas because the only reason that Jesus was able to get to salvation and fulfill the prophecy was because Judas betrayed him. And the only reason that you're here now in this beautiful situation where we're going to love you, we're going to take care of you, and it's going to be awesome, is because of the Judas situation. And I don't know, there's something about, I just started crying. And then anyways, and then today was Cinco de Mayo. Bro, like the whole floor, like everyone has beautiful offices. I went and I met with everybody. And the other interesting thing is that there was this lady, I'm being very critical. There was this lady who, so a couple of weeks ago, I was on a professional development course, and they were talking about, and we were in breakout rooms, which is like when they take the Zoom meeting and they break you out into smaller groups. So I was on a breakout room. It was just me and this lady, and I was telling her like that, you know, it was like, what is your goals and what's for the year, or like what are your like, and what have you been, what issues have you been facing? And I was talking about like my goals of expansion and my desire to expand and not be so scared in the corner anymore. But like it's been hard because in the workplace I've felt fearful and I feel shrunken. And I kept telling her like I have this inkling of a feeling that like there's change about to happen. And she was like, hey, everything's gonna be okay because I was just in your situation very recently, and now I'm in a much better situation. Like change happened. She was like, please keep me updated. Keep me updated on how that meeting goes with you, bro. Tell me why I see this lady when I'm going through my rounds of meeting everyone in the office. I meet this lady, and she's there, and we look at each other like, I'm like, are you the lady that I talked to and I was whispering to on the Zoom? She said, yes, yes, yes. And so, bro, we both got changed into the same situation. Crazy, right? So then it was Cinco de Mayo, and we had a potluck, and it was just like, you know, 30 people on the floor, just like having a potluck, and we're all sitting around the table like it's the last freaking supper. Like it's just like this beautiful thing, and like there's laughter and there's joy, and like for me, it's like so abnormal. This is like not normal for me. I came from a very smaller office that wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like this, you know. And whether we had the funds or not to do this, I don't know about that because a lot of the funds come from like the boss herself, just uses her own funds. Like, so on Wednesday we're having another like kind of potluck. She get or the first Wednesday of every month, the first team meeting of every month, she just buys food. So my boss, my boss is buying us food again. We're all celebrating on Wednesday, so it's like, and we're getting pub subs, like, and it's just like hearing laughter, but also everyone's like locked in, like, and I'm like, this is what I want my company to like. This is what I want my company to feel like. It's like there's a way, you know. the spiritual leader, the spiritual lady, she was telling me like, for her, culture comes first, culture and community come first, strategy execution comes second. Like what needs to happen first is people need to feel like they're safe, people need to feel like they're valued, people need to feel like they're loved, people need to feel like they're respected, and then they're doing important work. And then once they feel that, and they feel safe, and they feel there's room to fail and all this stuff, then we can bring in the strategy. And so like there was just I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And for me, like, this is so normal. And then like the person who's going to be my supervisor, who I'm really like directly under, who I'm going to be working with them the most, I've known this person for a while, but and he kind of just, he's like, hey, just do this. He's like, and I was like, oh, is that it? He's like, well, what do you need me to like? What? He's like, I'm very hands off. I'm like, dude, this feels so strange to me, for going from like a micromanaged kind of space to a space where it's like you're trusted. Just do your shit and you can leave. Like, just do your shit. And I have my own office now. I've never had my own office, and like I have a door. Like, so every time in the past when I would have to take meetings, I would have to like leave the office because my office was just like the front desk. I never had my own office, so like, you know. And some people came in my room and like, you know, everyone like, so it's like a rectangular building, and we're on the second floor, so everyone's offices are on the outside of the building. So everyone has a window. It's like an office, and everyone has a window. I'm on the inside because they didn't have enough room, and they didn't expect me to come so soon. And so, like, I had someone come in and be like, "Oh, this is nice," like da da da, like no window, and I was like, "Hey, as long as there's a door, I'm okay." And she was like, "What? Why would you not have a door?" I was like, "Dude, I've never had an office before," and it's like, you know, not comparison to Steve Joy, but like you take for granted what you've had for a while. Like, and she was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. Like that is exciting for you. Like when I was around your age, that's when I got my first office. Like I know how excited you are, and it was just awesome, dude. So I had a beautiful rest of the first day. It's too good. Like I just kept telling people, oh, this is too good to be true. Like this is like so crazy to me. We're doing potlucks. We're doing like people like care. Like people are really nice. Like people are laughing and but people are getting shit done. It's like this. I don't know. What God has planned for you is better than you could ever imagine. And you just have to keep. You have to just, when shit's changing and when He's stripping all this shit away from you, you gotta, like, that feeling I got when I know shit was being stripped away from me, and I used to get scared of that feeling. Now I know. Lean into it and say, okay, strip it all away because I know you got something cooking. I know you got something beautiful coming around the corner. And yeah, man, it was amazing. It was an amazing first day, and it's almost too good to be true. Like I'm like, no way, this is my life now. And so yeah, and honestly, the person I'm working directly under was like, hey, what do you like to do? And I told him, it's like, okay, then you're just gonna do that stuff. Like, what's the point of doing the stuff that you don't want to do? And I was like, yeah, you're right. And so, I don't know. It's just like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And I don't know. I gotta be quite cryptic. I can't say too much, but and other than that, like, dude, it's like God was present in so many people's rooms. Like it was also like that. Like I kept telling, like, God, like before in the morning drive, I was like, God, like I need to hear from you. Like I'm stressing out. Like I know it's like just trust you, and I should feel like immense gratitude because I'm starting this opportunity, but I'm just so fearful because dude, I don't know. My body has just shut down for the last 6 months, and yeah, so like, dude, so many people were spiritual, so many people were religious, so many people had scripture in their offices. Like it was just like beautiful. And yeah, so tomorrow will be another good day. And yeah, guys, girls, gays, queers, they, them, these are everyone, anyone. Trust God. Have a blessed rest of your Monday. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on a beautiful Tuesday.